All right, well, we aim to talk about a lot of the things that you're talking about right now, and one of them is the best chances of seeing the northern lights here in Michigan. Most of the state is in the zone. It's our top trending story on clickondetroit.com, and it's for many of us on a bucket list of things to see and experience. So let's bring in now Ken Haddad. The man who brought us morel hunting last week now brings us more information about geomagnetic storms. Hey, Ken, how are you?
I've left Earth.
You're now left Earth, and you're now hunting the Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
I always like to be able to say that. All right, Ken, so tell us a little bit about, this is the first time we've seen a storm warning like this, and I confess I didn't really realize that these kind of warnings about this geomagnetic force, they're out there.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't follow the geomagnetic watches and alerts.
I'm going to get right
daily,
on
Christy.
that.
Yeah, so G4 Geomagnetic Storm Watch is the first time it's been issued since 2005, and basically what that means is the sun is acting up out there. Okay,
Yeah.
It's like putting out some crazy solar flares, and all of that energy is heading towards us. So the aurora is already around the Earth. It's not like the aurora is arriving at Earth,
It's
but
just
the
visible
energy,
then.
right?
Yeah.
The energy from the solar flare pushes the aurora, sort of like if you would punch through a force field, pushes it further south. So this happens often whenever the sun has big solar flares, but this one was particularly large, and it could interrupt communications. It could mess with satellites. There's been instances over the last 20, 30 years where solar flares have messed with power grids, all of that stuff. But for us, we're really just interested in seeing
We're
these
looking
dancing
for a
lights in the
display
sky.
right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
So the northern lights are going to be possibly visible as far south as Alabama tonight. So this is like a rare event.
Which is huge. It's usually you think
Yeah.
about, I'm going to go to Iceland and see the northern lights and that
Exactly.
sort of thing. So when we're looking at Michigan, we did talk a little bit about Port Huron, that might be a good place to see it. What are some other tips that you're thinking that if people are thinking about trying to get to see in the night?
Yeah, so I asked our forewarned meteorologist, Ashley Bearsey, about this morning. And basically there's a storm front coming in that's going to bring some rain for Saturday morning. But just before then, that we should have some cloud clearing in the area. So the Thumb region, Port Huron, is what she says is the best place to see it because clouds won't be there yet between the prime time window of midnight to 4 a.m., which Saturday morning, or so early Saturday morning. But you could also have a good shot at seeing it the further north you are, obviously in Michigan, but if you're in Metro Detroit and you can't get to the Thumb, just go try to get somewhere where there's very little light pollution. So as far away as you can from like your downtown area, maybe a park, something like that. Maybe you'll find some other people there trying to look for it.
Yeah, I kind of think some of those zones in northern Oakland County or Lapeer and that kind of area where we'd be able to see that. All right, so we're supposed to go home and take a nap because it would be 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. that we might be able to see this?
Midnight to 4 a.m., yeah, you might want to set your alarm or just stay up,
I know,
just
that's
don't
right.
sleep
It's
tonight. You don't
Friday.
need sleep.
That's right. All right, so we'll be able to find out all the information. You've got an article going on Click On, right?
Everything you need on Click On, and if you snap a photo of the Northern Lights tonight,
Yeah.
please upload them to MyPics, and we'll be sharing some of them on Click On and on the air tonight and tomorrow.
I know, and I know a lot of people who have experienced it say it's something that they've never, it's something that is kind of magical. When we talked about the eclipse and those kinds of experiences that, just kind of shape the earth that we're in. So very cool. All right, thanks so much, Ken. Have a good weekend.